well, I guess we could recap that. Zanta is a Toronto fixture. Kind of see him all over the place downtown.
You see it all over, and not Santa. It's Zanta if you spin the S backwards. And if you want a quick recap, I wear a Santa Claus hat, shorts, and boots year round. I'm 6'1", I weigh 184 pounds. My whole body's solid. Difference between Santa and Zanta: white beard, black goatee, beer belly, 8-pack. He celebrates once a year, celebrates 364. He gives those are good, I give those are not. He's the back, front of the parade, he gives one per year. I have two. And I'm getting a little stuck here for words. Yes.
That's all right. If you want more of an intro to Zanta, then go listen to our Christmas card, which will be on the website, which will remain on the website. You can get it any time of the year. That'd be Christmas 2005, if you're listening to this years in the future. All right, so thanks a lot for coming down for an interview.
Thanks a lot. Well, there's one thing I'd like to talk about is the birth of Zanta and how it all came about.
Yeah, sure. That's one thing. One of the first things we'll get to. But I just want to say, in trying to hook this up, it was a lot of kind of back and forth and trying to get a hold of you and meet at proper time and stuff like that. And one thing, at this time of the year, trying to spot you is a lot like Where's Waldo, because everyone has a Santa hat. But in July you stick out a little more. But this time of the year, I'm looking around and doing double takes everywhere. No, that person, the Tim Hortons employee is wearing a Santa hat. Santa's not in there. But I did see you coming down and yelling Merry Christmas to everyone out of the car as you were driving down Bloor Street.
It is pretty easy to spot me out in the winter, too. Yes.
Because you're usually louder than everyone else.
Because I'm topless, right? So
that, too. Not many people are topless. Sure. So, yeah, let's start at the beginning, then. Tell us because I assume you weren't born with a Santa hat on.
No. On October 11th, it's not like I was thinking about getting to show business or coming up with any type of character or anything. October 11th, my daughter, she was abducted by her mother. And what I mean by abduction is when a parent runs away with a child, doesn't give the other parent the phone number or address where the child can be located, that's abduction. She ran off with her uncle. She had no reason to run off with her. I'm not a power control freak, never told her what to do, where to go, what to wear, nothing. Thought she would take care of my money, so she had no reason to run off. I even asked her, Christine, were you afraid? Is that why you ran off with me? She was, no. I go, why'd you run away with my daughter? Crib, store, high chair, everything my daughter's ever known is inside my apartment. So anyhow, beginning of November, I started doing these push-ups, and I realized, hey, I can handle doing these push-ups. Because I had a work accident 5 years ago. I fell 25 feet, landed on my back. I was 23 days in a coma, 17 days life support, came through a cross, I couldn't walk. 3.5 months in a walker and 10 months in a body brace.
Wow. Where were you working?
I was doing renovations, and I was working in a restaurant at the time. In the front of the restaurant, 8-foot high wall on both sides of the wall, ceiling to a point, so the big triangle set in 5.5 feet, so the wall come up 8 feet in 5.5. And if you were to get up on top of the ceiling, you look down, you see 2 tiles by 3. It's the underside of the staircase. Mm-hmm. That front wall behind there was a staircase. I remember on one side, then I fell through the T-bar ceiling, 25 feet, landed on my back into the staircase.
Wow.
Coma with 100 years. This is a sure damn miracle. So beginning of November, I started doing these push-ups in the gym. No, beginning of November, I started doing these push-ups. The end of November, I joined Bally's Fitness Gym, where I figure if I go to the gym, the girl that wears, check me out, doing these push-ups, give me more energy, do more push-ups. December 31st, first time at the family court, wore a Santa Claus hat, shorts, and boots in honor of my daughter. I wanted my daughter to know I wore a Santa Claus hat, shorts, and boots to family court. Within 10 minutes, I refused to take the hat off. Within 10 minutes, the judge kicked me out of the courtroom, told me to go for a psychiatric assessment. I wore the hat 4 days in a row. I was already doing push-ups, waiting for the buses, on the buses, the military station platform, subway station, on the trains, waiting for the trains at the gym with my baseball cap. And the 4 days wearing the Santa Claus hat 4 days in a row because it was really cold. It would keep my ears warm.
Right.
And I was still continuing with the hat. I was sitting at home one day and I was flipping through a TV station to see a Jerry Springer show. Right away, I flipped right back, and all of a sudden something hit me. Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, Monty Williams, Salvador Trophy, all these talk shows, Ken Moore, Junior, golf, tennis, boxing, AC, Santa Dome, United States of America, Europe. You know what? There's nobody else out there in the world who wears the red Santa Claus hat, shorts, and boots anywhere and does push-ups all over the city. So off I went. I figured I'm going to do this year round. Not even thinking of what's actually going to be coming of this character. It's mind-warping. Off I went, young, queen, king, friend, John, police stations, animal cells, all over the city. I was in the entertainment district. I was in, well, actually, after beginning of January, okay, I started doing all this push-ups. Beginning of April, Joe Nightcrawler, back page Toronto Sun, saw me first time. He put me in the back page Toronto Sun. I left a message that he called me the push-up Santa. I said, no, I was Zanta. 2 weeks after that, he put me in the back page again. A week after that, he put me in the front page, a week after that, I was in the front page trial section of the Globe and Mail. 3 weeks after that, front page trial section of the National Post. Then I was on Tweed up there by Belleville, made the front page of New Town's paper in Tweed. Then I was in the I paper, and then just most recently, 4 to 5 weeks ago, I was in the page 6 of the Toronto Sun with a caption of Zanta most recognizable street characters, claws being cut by the courts, not to plague the people at Say TV without risking arrest. And it talks about how it was on breakfast television and much in demand. And
let's talk about how that happened. You started going, and for people that don't know, breakfast television, they have it at a bunch of different cities all over the place. But
okay,
it's
so after being in those newspapers, after the first time being in the papers, 102.1, the Edge radio station, had a freak show. Well, I heard about this freak show. The manager at the gym told me about it. I went down to the gym. I went down to the freak show. I qualified. I entered it. And I qualified. So I wanted to win it. That's why I lost my coat, lost my shirt. Goodbye jacket, goodbye shirt. Out there flexing, vote for me, wanted to win that freak show.
Written on your chest.
Written on my chest. So then, the end of the one to win that freak show. Goodbye jacket, goodbye shirt. Then, after the first couple times being in the newspapers, I was watching breakfast television one morning.
Which is a morning
It's a morning show here in Toronto.
Where they often have the camera pointing into the window,
Yeah.
and you can see the Queen Street
Channel 7.
background.
There's two hosts, Kevin and Eliza, and where they sit on their bench, you can see behind them, it's Queen Street.
People walking by.
People walking by. So I was seeing how these people were walking by them. And then there was one lady that stops and looks towards the camera. Then I thought, you know what? I can go on breakfast television every morning. People get to know me in Toronto. Then I'll go on Speaker's Corner, let them know how she ran off with my daughter, how the cops would do nothing about it, how the courts were all left up, and how Shell's Day would get involved. And so I did it. I was 3.5 months almost on breakfast television. Every day, jump behind the windows, bang, Kevin Eliza. When they had low shots, I'd drop and do push-ups. And with the weatherman running by his live eye, Merry Christmas, everybody, forcing him to go into the parking lot.
Right.
And jump behind the fence when Kevin Eliza was in the parking lot.
Are you friends with any of the people at breakfast television or City TV?
No, now. Well, do
you go to parties with Kevin and Liza and hang out with them?
I wish. I'd love to. Like Liza, she's one hell of a nice lady. That one.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but they all love me down there. And,
yeah.
And it's unbelievable. After being there 3.5 months almost on breakfast television, 3.5 months on Much Demand, and as a regular 2.5 months on Speaker's Corner, they actually charged me for standing on the window ledge. And
how can they press charges? What can they charge you with for standing in the background of a camera shot?
They charge you for mischief. There's these 1.5, maybe 2 foot ledges that are actually at the base of the window in the garage door, so it's actually the floor. Mm-hmm. And they were saying I stepped on that. Meanwhile, 2 days before they charged me, Bell Canada was down there. Now, everybody watches me on breakfast television. Mm-hmm. Bell Canada was there at protest with big, huge flags. And then every time they went live on air, they'd all step right up on the ledges, putting signs up for the class. So they had no reason whatsoever.
And then is that whenever you got banned from the downtown core? Is it the same thing?
What happened was, first they charged me for mischief and property, and they brought me to the police station, told me I'd have to go for a bail hearing. You know, I have no criminal record. I have 5 little misdemeanors that I did when I was a young offender 18 years ago. And in the police station, they told me either I have to go to jail, go for bail, or I have to agree to stay 100 meters away from the building.
Okay.
I agreed to it. Well, a few days later, I was walking by. I wanted to go to the subway. Conveniently, it was like 5:10 after 7. Breakfast television just started. And I figured, instead of walking all the way around, I'm going to go straight across and go to the subway, not thinking that they're going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So I went. Well, what it is, when I ended up going into custody, I stuck there for 7 days because there was a slowdown with the police because they were protesting something. So I wasn't getting back into the jails until like 8, 9 o'clock at night. No phone was on. So I pled guilty just to get the hell out of jail. On the 7th day, the prosecution actually wanted to give me 60 to 90 days. For what? Mr. Zanta was seen walking across CTV. He stopped, looked at the security guards, walked over in front of breakfast television, flexed his muscles briefly, and ran to the east. You know, they don't even want to give drug dealers and all these other people 60 to 90 days. Mm. So anyway, now the charge has been withdrawn. On the 9th, they withdrew the charge.
But the charge was you were banned from the area in the north, College Street, down to King Street in the south.
Yeah.
And then from Yonge Street all the way west of Yonge to Spadina. That whole, 10-block area
10 by 10
something?
blocks.
How do you ban someone from an area downtown when a person, first of all, you're not doing anything illegal, and second of all, you don't even have any criminal record, so... there were some police, I think, quoted saying that he's intimidating.
That's with a curfew.
And they give you a curfew.
6 in the morning.
So you can't be out on the street at that time?
I can't be out past 10 o'clock at night. I have no record. Even this stupid little charge of misdemeanor mischief, and this stupid charge with my daughter's mother, claiming that I'm harassing her and stuff. It's nothing to do with a middle of the night thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
And with all the gun violence in the city, you'd think the police would have better things to do than to make sure Zanta is not downtown doing push-ups.
And yes, Yank, and making people smile and laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pathetic. Boy, it is crazy.
Crazy. So there you go. That's the secret history of Zanta.
It's the history and the beginning. Yes.
Yeah. So
it never will end.
Hey, one thing that I want to talk about, something that's linked to you pretty closely, is fitness. And you said that you started going to the gym and doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Were you in particularly good shape before that?
No. When this all started, I weighed 209 pounds. I had a gun on me. I was having a problem with my stomach. I never had a big fat body, but my legs were like bigger. But it was mostly on my gut. 2 years ago, I started getting this gut. And when I joined the gym, I didn't do no weights. I didn't touch nothing in the gym.
Yeah.
What I'd do as soon as I get there, Merry Christmas, everybody, when I go in, I'd go up the stairs, get ready for the gym. Go up the stairs, walk. There's about maybe 15 rows, bicycles, treadmills, everything. Go up and down every row, say Merry Christmas to everybody. Walk around the whole back part of the gym, come all the way around. This is why I make sure I tell everyone Merry Christmas. Then I start with the first row, drop and do push-ups. Go 2-3 spots in the first row. Then go to the second row, keep dropping, drop. Go all the way around the gym, drop. Constantly dropping. So the gym was just more energy, just people there, and more show off.
You should probably cash in on that. You should either be a spokesperson for Bally's or write some kind of a diet book. Everyone writes diet books and, losing weight, success stories. So you could easily cash in on that and have the Zanta diet and the Zanta fitness regimen.
With Bally Total Fitness, I can't wait till my book comes out. I have a lawsuit, if I wanted one, with every single place that made me famous. Bally Total Fitness Gym, the manager there, she told me about the One Edge Freak Show.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I got kicked out of Bally Total Fitness for looking at my abs in a mirror and doing push-ups on the first floor.
Good Lord.
There's no working out in the gym. With One Edge Freak Show, it was nothing but a fraud show. I had 53% of the votes.
Yeah, what happened there? You got 53% of the vote, but you didn't actually win the Freak Show. And was that hosted by Dean Blundell or something like
Dean
that?
Blundell.
And what happened?
He didn't call my name. He called somebody else out. He just chose to be a hater. Just hate me. It's sickening.
Did you talk to him after that?
From the beginning of this?
Yeah.
When I went over there, did the push-up stuff. And then after that, I was always down there every day. I want to show me I'm the freak. It was pissing him off. Because I was out there flexing and posing and doing push-ups outside the front on the street. It's crazy. So what happened was, it was the day of the voting. I looked inside the window, and the other guy's with him, the guy with the brown long hair. I look at him. He looks at me. He just turns looking at the computer, and he looks with a smile on his face and his hands in the fist position together in the front. Yes, showing his hands going up and down for me to drop and do push-ups. So I dropped and did a set of push-ups. Well, just before I finished doing my push-ups, he came outside the door with a mic as if to interview me. So he says, okay. So he says, now we're about to tell out the names. And then Dean Liddell was calling off. So it's number 10, 9.
Going through the
8,
top 10?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
6, 5. And when he got down to 5, he was looking over. He was looking kind of weird at why I wasn't called anyway. And then when he got down to number 5, like already, but then when he got down to number 5, he looked at him like, well, that probably be next one. Maybe we'll see. He called the name out. When he called that other person's name, he looked over. He looked funny. He says, well, that's odd. I wouldn't think she'd get something like that. He more or less said, well, that's the way computers work. So he 10, 9 to 1. Then they went inside, locked the door. He talked to me through the door.
So you just got stiffed. You didn't even get in the top 10?
Not even top 10.
With 53% of the vote, you didn't even get in the top 10. Wow.
I am number 1. I am the number 1 freak of Toronto. There's no other freak like me. The guy who wants to shoot that potato gun between his legs, that's a nutcase.
Yeah.
He gets his ball shot one time. A freak is a guy like me who does push-ups, goes around every day, doesn't ask nobody for one dime, just to make people laugh every day. He does push-ups all over the place, wait for the buses on the bus, middle of 6 o'clock, all over the place. It's awesome.
And this isn't just whenever someone has a contest and they want people to come out and act goofy. You are out there all year spreading the cheer. And they
I tell everybody Merry Christmas.
Yes.
It's been awesome.
So you got a DVD you were telling me about?
Yeah, today I just got a rough cut of a DVD that students were working on. So I have a 10-minute documentary. out of 4.5 hours of filming. It all narrowed down to a 10-minute documentary.
Cool. So it's you doing push-ups and stuff and just dancing around to music?
It starts out talking about my daughter and then shows how I walk out of the apartment on the street and went downtown to shoot it around. The sad part is I was going to show it to you tonight, but my driver, who came over here with me, we get to Spadina, because we were coming eastbound on Bloor, just past Bathurst, and I was told...
And I saw you then.
We're to meet you between Bathurst and Spadina. Well, I went right up to Spadina. That's when I got out of the car. And I didn't take my jacket with me, so I asked him to follow me just in case I would need a jacket. How far I got to walk back to find this guy. And he took off. I don't know what happened to him.
And we walked all the way back on Bloor Street down to Koreatown, and we did not see him again.
I have a feeling your milder temperatures are a little bit different. Because even though I didn't feel frozen, but my body parts, some weren't breathing. So I really felt intensely, I didn't know. It was very cold.
Now, what would you say your philosophy was for staying warm? Because you're often not wearing a lot of clothing out in the cold weather. So how do you do it? What's your secret?
You gotta focus on the warm part of your body.
Okay.
And just stay there. Don't leave. Just think about that one warm spot right there. See, it's really hard to explain to people. I'm the most person ever asked, aren't you cold? And I ask people, why do you even ask? Because no matter how I'm going to explain it to you, you're going to think I'm a total damn nutcase.
Yeah.
Well, to see me outside with my shorts on, you notice my shorts, when I stand up, my shorts go down to my knees.
Yeah.
Calves never get cold. So right away, boom, your legs are fine.
Yeah.
With your body, it's the Santa Claus hat. You need a hat like this, cover the whole head.
That's where all the heat leaves, yeah.
You put a baseball cap on, I'll freeze. Now, since I'm always out there flexing and posing and dropping, doing push-ups all over, keep the blood flowing. No matter how I say it, even sounds like that, people think, you're nuts, but you actually stay warm. It's unreal. My fingers, my knuckles, they'll freeze up on me.
Yeah. But
my body stays warm out there.
So whenever you're doing this, what kind of reaction do you get from people? Some people probably think you're crazy, right? Some people smile. I've seen, as we're walking, some people will smile and kind of laugh and say Merry Christmas.
Now is because more people know me.
That's true. A lot of people recognize you.
It's better now because people are still thinking I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Which is pathetic. Ever since becoming this character, it is unreal how stupid and uneducated people are out there. Mm-hmm. I'm talking even doctors. I'm talking seriously smart people. Mm-hmm. They see me with a Santa Claus hat, shorts, and boots. Go on a bus, drop my jacket down, because I'm not wearing no shirt on, like just down over my shoulders, and go, check this out. Yes. Like cresting my chest together, like checking out the cleavage between my chest. Or I'll go, check this out, lifting my arm up, checking out the bulge of my pipes. Or I'll say, yes. And just because I'm wearing a Santa Claus hat, no top, shorts, and a pair of boots, they actually think you're crazy, and people can't see that it's an all acted out character. Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable. And
maybe that's why this craziness with making you banned from the downtown core.
I wish I could put myself in their shoes to see a person like me coming around with shorts with no clothes on, because I'm decent looking, I'm fit as an ox.
Yeah.
So I'm clean, I'm decent, my hat's clean, so.
That might be why the people are put off, though. They're just intimidated. Like, oh, what's this big guy doing? He's wearing a Santa hat. That's a little off.
That I can't believe.
Well, why else? People they must be intimidated, right? Otherwise, why? Why all this? And there's no record. There's no reason to believe that you're going to cause any trouble.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. And then the funny thing is, now that I've become this size, people say, I wouldn't want to get driven by that. I go, hey, it's funny. This is all Hollywood. Like, this is not for abuse. I'm not a violent guy. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, becoming this character was no easy task.
No?
I've been kicked off of buses. I've been kicked out of trains like you wouldn't believe. All for talking about my daughter.
Yeah.
Her mother ran off with her and just doing push-ups. I've been kicked off of buses, out of subways. I've been kicked out from college up to King's East all over Spadina. Union subway station. You can only go in there unless I have a ticket. Restaurants I haven't even walked into, they won't allow me in there. It's been a crazy trip, and to explain that one, it's weird. People with negative energy always attack. It's really weird. It's like, for instance, a bus driver. He'll stop. Oh, that's it. We're not going to go nowhere. You got to stop talking and harassing the passengers. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to talking about my daughter being taken away and doing push-ups on a transit system, They call that harassment when you talk to people that way. They don't want to hear you. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like even with CTV, what they're charging me, there was no need for it. It's crazy. You know, I'm losing a little track, but it's all good. It's all good. With my daughter, taking her away with her and all that, like, one would say, you know, you'd like to change that and have it back, but you know what? My daughter, she will be coming back, and if it weren't for her running away with my daughter, this character would not have came out. And this is a sure gift, big time.
So there was kind of a benefit.
Oh, big time. But the biggest reward of it all is at the end. My daughter gets older, she can see what I did all for her. I turned myself. And I will definitely be worldly famous in a big way by summer this year.
Yeah, you said you're going to get a book together. You got a guy working on a website for you, which we'll link to whenever you get it up. Just let us know whenever the website's up there. And, yeah, you want to be internationally known?
Yeah. And we're going to be heading south. Like, we're first going to go see the Naked Cowboy in Times Square.
Right.
There's a guy called the Naked Cowboy in Times Square, New York City.
Plays guitar.
He plays guitar
in his underwear.
Bathing suit, boots, and hat.
Yeah.
And he's been on Jay Leno, Dave Letterman, and all that. So Zanta, the man from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, is going to go over there and he's going to rock that city over there. Have all the girls. We're going to probably set up a few more. Apparently, there's always girls around this guy. So we're going to set up a few more. And then when Zanta comes around, we're going to have them all stand there so you can let them stand there naked. That'll be my ticket to Jay Leno and O'Brien and all them guys. You know,
nice.
Today's Show and all that. Once this gets to the States, the Americans, they love it already. Like, there's a lot of Americans that already know me because of Downtown Entertainment District. I would be down there, taking pictures of me, throwing me on the internet, talking to their friends about me stuff. Cool.
Well, hopefully some more, foreign listeners from out of the city, out of the country, across other continents will be able to hear and get an introduction to you. Yeah, if anybody, and we'll put your email address up if anyone wants to send an email to you, and or send if you want to send us a postcard, we have a PO box. If you want to send us a postcard from a faraway place, and we'll give it to Zanta.